good of all of your time. This one's called It's Good to Know. It's good to know that grass is green and water helps to keep you clean. It's good to know that books are words and a sparrow is a little bird. It's good to know that fire is hot and adversely snow is not. It's good to know the earth is round and there's 100 pence to the pound. It's good to know that salad is cold and the queen is really, really old. It's good to know that cold gets mind and watches help you keep the time. It's good to know that windows are clear and Santa has a red-nosed deer. It's good to know that hens lay eggs and you can hang your washing using pegs. It's good to know that these words rhyme, or else it would be a waste of space. Thank you. So all these young folks here today using all this new technology, notebooks and picking some paper, stuff like that. I stick to my iPad. I was born retro, I was born old, never mind. This is a sort of thing about bureaucracy. I've never read this out loud before, so it worked fine in my head. So it's called New Clerk. This is form CB3-LXY, an invoice output factor, numerically numbered margin 1 to the end. It goes white top, yellow bottom, green, orange, black, in between, a double quadrant. No carbon paper to be used. Each copy must be initialed, not signed, initialed. Only blue pen to be used, fountain pen. You put goods here or type here, number here, price here. Make in appropriate box. Any mistakes must be rectified and initial. An explanation given on the back and initialed. Date here and here. Here and there. Job number goes in box in the top right hand corner and initialed. Don't forget stamp, company stamp, the red one. In each appropriate box in each copy. No initial needed. See this bit? This is the goods import number. Change it to import goods, goods received number. Use import goods, goods received book available from the stationery tool on completion of form LY-14. Sign for it. Don't initial it. The rest is self-explanatory. The night was clear. Twinkling stars looking so near, but yet so far. A nighthawk's cry shattered the night like broken glass upon a fireside. And man walked home alone because he was himself and not anyone else. A crescent moon hung lazily in the sky, sleeping. Idle bugger. This one's called God's Lunch Break. This one was actually published in a huge volume of books, of poems, whose name escapes me because it's somewhere in the middle of about 1,000 poems. So, Voices in the Wind, that's the name of the book. God was in his restaurant serving up burgers, kosher style. Noticed it was 12 o'clock. Time for lunch, he said. Shutting shop, back in a while. Prospective, bemused customers looked on as he moved mysteriously towards the nearest pub. Entering, he hailed mine host. Mine's a pint and a menu for some grub. Browsing down the typed up list. Trouble is, he thought, people have no manner nowadays. Pensive, wondrous, then suddenly decisive. Just a Caesar salad, I'm not overly hungry anyway. Trying not to be rude, but inquisitive as humans are, they couldn't help but look as God sat down on a wooden bench and began to read a good book. Muttering something about ozone and pollution. Oh me, my, he spoke with no man in mind. Why can't they see the solution? So God he ate his lunch and quenched his thirst and paid with 30 pieces of silver and spake thus. I have to go now, you see. I have an order to make and deliver. Okay, I'll just get finished with this one. Back in the middle of the last century, there was an extremely funny English comedian with a huge handlebar moustache, who's famous 1950 and 1970 BM for millennials. And this one's called Jimmy Edwards Moustache. And it's quite short, not like the big epics I've been reading a minute ago. Jimmy Edwards' moustache is very long and also very, very strong. And also it is where he belongs, under Jimmy Edwards' nose. Except, since he is very dead, it will no longer be on his head. In fact, it will no longer be. Thank you.